Students, please take out your supplementary workbooks. Keluarkan buku supplementary workbooks, Unit 1 and Unit 2. This is what I'm going to review for you today, since you are going to have your mid-semester test very soon. All right, let me mute you all first. And again, I would like to say, I don't want any unnecessary chats. Tidak ada chat yang tidak perlu. Okay, have you all taken out your book? Sudah dikeluarkan bukunya ya? Ya, kita mulai. Can you see? Bisa lihat? Parisia bisa lihat? Coba angkat jempol. Parisia Kosasi. Okay, good. All right, here, listen up. This is the review for your mid-semester test. In Unit 1, you studied about comparison of adjectives, perbandingan kata sifat. Okay, let's read the sentences. This house is expensive. This house is more expensive. And this house is the most expensive. Nah, di sini ada 3 perbandingan kalimat yang saya berikan. Oke, kalimat pertama, this house is expensive, artinya dia tidak membandingkan apapun. Inilah bentuk positif. Oke, this house is more expensive. Ada kata more expensive, artinya dia membandingkan. Rumah ini lebih mahal dari rumah yang lain. Perbandingan, comparative. Kemudian, the last, this house is the most expensive. Artinya, kita mengambil satu yang paling di antara sekian banyak. Oke, comparison of adjectives, dia memiliki tiga states, 3 types, 3 types, 3 kinds. Yang pertama, sekali lagi saya ulangi, positive degree, tidak membandingkan apapun. Yang kedua, comparative degree, membandingkan 2 hal. Dan yang ketiga adalah superlative degree, mengambil sesuatu yang paling di antara lebih dari 2 hal ataupun 2 benda. Alright, let's continue. We use adjectives to describe people or things. Nah, di sini ada penjelasan mengenai apa itu adjectives. Adjectives itu adalah kata sifat, kata yang digunakan untuk menggambarkan benda, kata benda. Kata benda bisa berarti itu orang, things, ataupun binatang, animals. Okay. We can use adjectives to compare people or things. Kita bisa menggunakan kata sifat untuk membandingkan orang maupun kata benda. Ya, benda-benda mati maksudnya di sini. Kemudian sebenarnya ada satu lagi juga bisa untuk digunakan membandingkan binatang. Karena binatang juga termasuk dalam kata benda, nouns. Oke. We use the comparative form when we compare two things, two people or things. Kita menggunakan bentuk komparatif ketika kita ingin membandingkan, ingat, 2. Hanya 2 saja yang ingin kita bandingkan, maka kita menggunakan comparative form. Hanya 2 ya, satu dengan yang lain. Then we use the superlative form when we compare two or more people or things. Ketika kita ingin membandingkan lebih dari 2, 3 misalnya, 4, 5, dan sekian, okay, kita menggunakan superlative form. Artinya kita mengambil satu di antara satu yang paling. Yang paling, apakah itu yang paling tinggi, yang paling pendek, yang paling pintar. Nah, itulah superlative, bentuk superlative. And adjectives can be in comparative or superlative. Okay. Ini sudah ada. Look at the examples ya. Lihat contohnya. Rome is old, but Athens is older. Rome is old. Rome itu tua, akan tetapi Athens itu lebih tua. Look here. Older. We don't say more old. Nah, saya review sedikit mengenai aturan-aturan penggunaan comparative adjectives. Jika ingin mengubah kata sifat ke dalam bentuk comparative, maka kamu akan menambahkan er di belakang. Tambahkan er atau ya, bukan dan. Tambahkan er atau tambahkan more di depan. Nah, penggunaan er hanya digunakan jika kata sifat itu memiliki satu suku kata atau dua suku kata. Yang paling penting itu satu suku kata. For example, big, bigger. We don't say more big, but it is bigger. Thin, we say thinner. We don't say more thin. Nah, untuk kata sifat yang memiliki dua suku kata, itu tidak semuanya mengalami penambahan er di belakang. Hanya kata sifat tertentu. For example, kata sifat yang diakhiri dengan dengan huruf y. For example, like happy, happy. It is ended in y. Diakhiri dengan huruf y. Then you change y into I. Change y into I and plus er, become happier. Oke, itu aturannya untuk yang comparative. Nah, jika suku kata sifat tersebut itu ada 3 ataupun lebih, maka kita menambahkan more. For example, beautiful, beautiful. 3 suku kata. 3 suku kata, maka kita akan menambahkan more di depan beautiful. We say more beautiful. Alright? Understand? Let's go on. Kemudian, look here. Is it more expensive to go by car or by train? Expensive. Expensive. 3 suku kata. 3 suku kata, maka aturannya kita menggunakan penambahan more. Okay. You don't say expensiver. No. Tidak ada penambahan er pada kata expensive. Itu salah. Salah sekali. Dan sangat salah jika kamu menggunakan dua-duanya sekaligus. Example, you say more, older. That is wrong. Itu sudah pasti salah. Atau more expensiver. That is also wrong. Alright, let's continue. Don't take the bus. It is easier to take a taxi. Nah, kita membandingkan dua hal di sini. Membandingkan the bus dengan taxi. Oke, mana lebih easy? Mana lebih gampang? Naik bus atau naik taksi? Oke, membandingkan dua. Comparative. So we say because it is easy, two syllable, akan tetapi diakhiri dengan huruf y here, then you change y into I and plus er. So it becomes easier. All right, let's go on. Today is hotter than yesterday. It is not more hot, but it is hotter. Hotter. Hot consists of only one syllable. Hot. Therefore, we add er, we plus er to the adjective hot becomes hotter. Now, look here. Ini ada double T here. Why? Look at the word hot. Hot consists of consonant, vowel, consonant. Artinya, kata hot itu terdiri dari huruf mati, huruf hidup, kemudian huruf mati. Jika kalian menemukan kata seperti ini, then you have to double the consonant. Doublekan konsonan paling belakang, double T, and then plus ER. Itu aturannya. Alright, next. Which is worse, a headache or a toothache? Which is worse? Worse comes from the accusative bad. Alright, bad, there is some exceptions for the accusatives. They do not change according to the rules that we set. Sorry, not we set, that was set. Okay. Ada beberapa kata sifat yang mengalami perubahan, akan tapi perubahan tersebut mereka tidak mengikuti aturan-aturan ER, more, atau EST and most. Mereka tidak mengikuti aturan tersebut. Nah, kata sifat seperti ini hanya beberapa untungnya, dan ini harus kalian hafal. For example, bad. Bad, we don't say better, but we say worse. Okay, dia dari bad become worse and worst. If you want to know the superlative form, that would be worst. Then another example, for example, like good become better and best. Little, less, least. There are some adjectives that change irregularly. Okay, again, I said you have to memorize them. No other choice. Let's go on. Okay, here, fill in the blanks as shown in the example. Kamu jawab seperti contoh di atas. Okay. Daniela is tall than her sister. Okay, Daniela is tall than. All right. Before you answer, before we discuss these exercises, I would like to remind you a bit about superlative form because there are no explanation here, but never mind. Just listen to me. For the superlative adjectives, here are the rules. Peraturan untuk superlative hampir sama dengan comparative. Nah, jika comparative, kamu akan menambahkan ER dengan more. Maka superlative kamu akan menambahkan est or most. Est or most. Nah, aturannya bagaimana? Sama juga dengan bentuk comparative. Jika syllable suku kata adjectivenya hanya satu, for example like tall, or big, or thin, then you plus est to the end of the adjectives. Kamu tambahkan est. For example, tall, tallest, big, biggest, thin, thinnest. All right. Then, if the adjectives consist of two syllables, but terdiri dari dua suku kata, akan tetapi diakhiri oleh y. Like happy. Okay. Change y into I and then plus est, happiest. Okay. Other, like angry. Change y into I and then plus est becomes angriest. Okay. Another rules, for example, like adjectives that ended in ow, like shallow or narrow. Shallow, shalllow, ow plus est also. Okay. Then for adjectives, other adjectives, two syllables, which are not ended in y, which are not ended in ow, and which are not ended in er, then you have to plus most. Preceded by most. Diawali dengan most, ditambahkan ke depannya. Most, just say most careful, most careless, most polite. All right. Then adjectives that have more than two syllables, just like 3 syllables, 4 syllables, and so on, like beautiful, 3 syllables, then you have to preceded by Visit the adjective with most beautiful. Others like a comfortable, exciting, 3 syllables, plus most, the most exciting. All right, now here, look, let's go back to the examples here. Rebecca is the good in bracket student in the class. Nah, Rebecca is the, ada kata the, berarti indikasinya ini adalah bentuk superlatif. Bentuk superlatif, aturan superlatif, tambahkan est atau most. Nah, kebetulan ini adalah good. Kata ini good. Tadi sudah Miss katakan, good itu termasuk ke dalam pengecualian. Good, better, best. We don't say good, gooder, and goodest. That is wrong. So, because it is superlative, then the answer is supposed to be best. Rebecca is the best. All right. Alberto is strong than his brother. Strong in brackets. And then let's see what is the keywords here. We have the word then. Ada kata then. Maka jelas kalimat ini adalah bentuk comparative. Comparative adjectives. You add either er or more. Kamu tambahkan dengan ia ataupun more. Nah, strong di sini ada berapa suku katanya? Hanya satu. Karena itu tambahkan er, become stronger. Let's go on. Number 3, this is the bad movie I have ever watched. We have the word the here. So in this sentence, the word the indicates that the sentence is superlative. You need superlative adjectives. What is the superlative form of bad? Bad, worse, and worst. The answer is worst. Number 4, which is in brackets heavy, iron, or plastic. 2 options comparing 2 things. Although you don't have any indication words like a then, walaupun tidak ada keyword seperti then, tapi karena dia membandingkan 2 hal, iron or plastic, maka jelas ini adalah bentuk comparative adjectives. Heavier. Why heavier? Heavy, 2 syllable, but remember, the last letter is Y. Then you have to change Y into I and plus ER, heavier. Okay, number 5, I want to have the blank hot tea. We have the keyword the. We have the keyword the. Then for sure it is superlative form, hottest. Okay, let's go on. Okay, another one. Simple past tense. Seharusnya nggak ada masalah ya. Yang tadi comparative objective, comparison of adjectives. Okay, let's go to simple past tense. We use the simple past tense of the verb for past actions. Actions that started in the past and ended in the past. Nah, simple past tense itu kegunaannya cuma satu. Fungsinya hanya satu. Untuk digunakan untuk kata kegiatan yang sudah berlalu. Berlalu seperti apa? Artinya dimulai di masa lampau dan berakhir di masa lampau. Tidak ada hubungannya dengan masa sekarang. 5 menit berlalu itu juga sudah merupakan simple past tense. Okay. For example, we discussed about comparison of adjectives. That is simple past. Okay, let's see. The verb form used in simple past tense is verb to. Nah, this is the one that you need to remember. Keep it in your mind. Ini harus selalu kamu ingat, simple past tense menggunakan verb to. Let's see the example. She went to school by bus yesterday. Dia pergi ke sekolah. When is the verb to? Even though there is no a verb of time like yesterday, but when you see the verb to in the sentence, you will know that it is simple past. Okay. Di dalam satu kalimat, jika tidak ada kata keterangan waktu seperti yesterday, okay, tidak, kadang-kadang di dalam kalimat tidak ada kata keterangan waktu. Nah, kamu lihat verbnya. Jika dia itu verb to, maka dia sudah pasti simple past. Alright, continue. Tim visited his grandmother last night. Visited is verb to. Okay. Last night, kemarin malam, jelas ini sudah berlalu. I was not in Medan last month. Was here, this is the verb to be. Okay, the verb to of the verb to be is was a word. Then it happened, what is the time expression? It is last. Last month, artinya sudah lewat. Go on. Tom put his wallet in his bedroom just now. Put is verb to. The verb to of put is also put. Let's go on. Did you watch an interesting movie last week? Did you watch? Nah, di sini tidak ada verb to. Bagaimana kita bisa tahu kalau ini adalah simple past tense? Easy. Just see this one. There is the verb, the helping verb did. Did adalah helping verb yang hanya khusus untuk simple past tense saja. Tenses yang lain tidak akan menggunakan kata did. Did hanya khusus. Okay, just special for simple past. We did not go out last night. Did not. Last night. Sudah pasti simple past. She read some magazines half an hour ago. Read. This is the verb to. The verb to of read is read. Same writing, different pronunciation. Tulisan yang sama akan tetapi cara baca yang berbeda. Okay, let's see the pattern. Subject, verb to, object. The postman delivered the letters yesterday. Delivered is verb to. Remember, we use verb to for simple past. The girls spoke to their teacher politely. Spoke is verb to. Okay, the helping verb did is used in the negative forms and questions. Remember, did hanya muncul untuk dalam kalimat negatif dan kalimat tanya. Nah, when there is did in the sentence, change the verb to into verb one. Ketika sudah ada did di dalam kalimat, kamu harus mengubah bentuk verb to menjadi verb one. Mengapa? Karena did sendiri sudah merupakan identitas dari simple past tense. Jadi tidak perlu lagi ada verb to-nya. Okay, let's see the negative one. Subject did not, verb one, object. The postman did not deliver. It is not did not deliver. Deliver is verb one, not verb two. The girls did not speak. Did not speak. You don't say did not spoke. All right. Now the question. Start the question with did and then subject and then verb one and then object. Example, did the postman deliver? Remember, when you have did, the verb to, you have to change into verb one. Harus kamu ubah kembali ke verb one. Did the girls speak? This one also verb one, not verb two. We have did here. Let's go on. Okay, here we have remember. Remember this? Oh, I see. Verbs can be regular or irregular. Kata kerja bisa berbentuk regular. Regular itu artinya perubahannya hanya menambahkan ed di belakang. For example, like walk. Berjalan, walk. The verb to of walk is walked. Plus ed di belakang. And the verb three is also walked. That's it. Okay. Itu adalah bentuk regular. Nah, irregular artinya bentuknya tidak beraturan. For example, drink, drank, drunk. Swim, swam, swam. Eat, ate, eaten. Forget, forgot, forgotten. That is irregular form. Dia perubahannya tidak beraturan. Now, the time expressions used in simple past tense are, for instance, time expressions yang biasanya kita gunakan dalam simple past tense itu misalnya ada kata yesterday, sudah lewat, kemarin, just now, barusan, last, last night, last year, last month, that's last. And then blank, ago, a week ago, 2 days ago, 2 months ago, 3 years ago. All right. Exercise, yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Complete the sentences with the verb form or simple past tense and change the sentences according to the instructions given. Nah, kamu Yang harus kamu lakukan di sini adalah kamu ganti verb 1 di dalam bracket sini. Kata kerja verb 1 ini menjadi verb 2. Itu satu. Kemudian diubah ke dalam bentuk negatif. Okay. John blow out the candles on the cake. John, the verb 2 of blow is blew. And then you give the negative form sesuai instruksi ya. Jika yang diminta ada kalimat negatif, maka kamu mengubahnya menjadi kalimat negatif. Dan jika yang diminta ada kalimat tanya, maka kamu ubah menjadi kalimat tanya. Alright, we don't have much time. I'm going to speed up. John did not blow. From blew become did not blow. Then the truck not change not verb 1 into verb 2. Knock become knocked. Okay. Then the negative form change not into did not knock. Did not knock. All right, let's go on. Her parents keep. Change the verb keep into the verb to kept. Okay. And then when you want to change it into negative sentence, then kept, change it becomes did not keep. Did not keep. Okay, number 4, the dog bark. Change bark into verb 2. It is barked. Barked. All right, then when you have to change it into questions, start the question with did, Shirley. Did the dog bark? The rest are the same, okay? The rest are the same. Did the dog bark at the neighbor? Number 5, she be in Medan last week. Now, we have the verb to be. Verb to be, what is the verb to for be? It is was over. Okay, since the subject is she, then it goes with, okay, where is it? Okay, she was. She was in Medan last week. Then how to change this into negative form? Here, look here. If you have verb 1 like this, verb 2 like this, okay, then you need the helping verb. But when you have was or were in the sentence, you can just put place was right in front of the sentence. You can just organize it. Ketika kamu menemukan was ataupun were di dalam kalimat, dan harus mengubahnya menjadi kalimat tanya, cukup kamu pindahkan was atau were ke depan kalimat. That's it. Itu saja. Was she in Medan last week? Okay, I'm not going to spend much time here. Let's see, the verbs of perception. Like is used to show what somebody likes or doesn't like doing. Okay, one thing, like itu suka. The verbs of perception thing is used to describe what the opinion of the speaker is. Ide, pemikirannya. We use think. For example, we like a glass of hot chocolate. I like horror movies. I think they are challenging. I think they are challenging. I like hamburger. I think it is delicious. She likes Bali. She thinks it is wonderful. Now you see, answer the following questions. What does she think about Indonesia? She, because the subject is she thinks it is wonderful. She thinks. What does your father like doing? Kalau ditanya think, maka kamu jawabnya dengan think juga. Kalau ditanya dengan like, maka jelas kamu jawab dengan likes. He likes cooking. Oke, bagian ini seharusnya nggak ada masalah ya. Okay, WH question using how often. WH question how often is used to ask how frequent somebody does an activity. Seberapa seringkah seseorang melakukan aktivitas. Nah, pertanyaan how often biasanya bisa dijawab dengan always, usually, sometimes, never, or once, twice, thrice, 3 times mean, okay. Ini semua. For example, how often do you go to the cinema? Seberapa seringkah kamu ke sinema, ke bioskop? This is how you answer. I usually go. Alright, pay attention here. Ini ada yang penting. Nah, jika kalimat tanya menggunakan you, maka kamu jawab dengan I. Ganti you menjadi I. Kamu kan tanya you, maka ini harus diganti menjadi I. Ini sebuah keharusan ya, harus diganti menjadi I. How often do you go to the cinema? I usually go to the cinema once a month. Sekali dalam sebulan. Now, how often does she do the washing up? She always does the washing up every morning. Always does. Ini semuanya bentuk simple present tense. Bagaimana kita bisa tahu ini kalimat ini butuh simple present tense? Karena ada kata do dengan kata does. Jika ada do dengan does, maka kita menggunakan simple present tense, yaitu verb 1 in the sentence, in the answers. Are you with the verb 1? He, she is verb 1, tambahkan dengan s or es. Okay, next. Answer the following questions. How often do they go hiking? Never the answer. They never go hiking. They never the answer, never go hiking. How often does she travel to Bali? She usually travels to Bali every summer. She usually travels. Why travel plus s? Because it is simple present tense and the subject is she. Maka verb 1 harus kamu tambahkan dengan s. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay, this is the end of our slide. Okay, sebelum saya before I end the meeting, I would like to remind you again, inilah bahan-bahan yang harus kalian pelajari untuk ujian selanjutnya. Ujian mid-semester test. Okay, Unit 1, Unit 2. Pastikan kalian belajar. Selain grammar, kamu juga harus belajar mengenai catatan kamu ya, vocabulary. Dibaca, dimengerti. Maksudnya itu apa? Meanings. Okay? Alright, any questions? Kirsten. Oh, okay. Ada pertanyaan? Kemudian satu hal lagi, I would like to remind your homework, your task, your assignments. Please do them, finish them. Kerjakan. Oke, selesaikan, kumpulkan semua pekerjaan rumah, tugas-tugas kalian. Mengerti, students? Any questions? No? No questions? Okay. If we have done all, that will be good. That will be great. Very good. Okay, if no more questions, I'm going to end the meeting today, and good luck for your test, students. Study hard. Practice always makes perfect. See you. Goodbye.